Giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, and double honor to the men of great millstone that's out there on the highway and byway, pushing this true day in and day out, rain, sleet, and snow, reaching and pushing for the hopeful elect to pull them out of a two-thirds state of mind so that we can be beamed up on the chair of salvation to live in the kingdom with King David, as well as the supreme king, Yahweh Shai. And he has the title of the commander and authority and ruler of the whole planet, which his father Yahweh given him. I would like to add, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has the 100% truth of the Bible. To the argument and aqua that are listening and learning, continue the faith of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Keep praying and repenting, and keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability, as it states in John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandment. Also, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of man. What you see here is our people, the Israelite, the two-thirds of our people that don't want to take heed to the truth. They cover their ears, cover their eyes, and cover their mouth. You know, and this is just gonna be a quick little lesson, and I'm gonna go ahead and just end it. You know, this is hopefully this right here will edify the flock. So let's get into it. A lot of our people, you know, they don't want to hear. We're gonna start with the first monkey here that you see with his hand covering his ears. They don't want to hear that we are the chosen people. So okay, you know, Deuteronomy speaks that you know, if we keep his law and commandment, we'll be above all people. That Deuteronomy 7 and 6. And you go to 2nd Ezra 6 and 54, it tells you that the good Lord, he has a special people, and that he don't care about the other people. Only his, you know, only Israel. So let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's get out of here. So like you for that. Deuteronomy 7 and 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Our people don't want to hear that. We have that Israel, two-thirds of our people have that we are the world spirit back in 1985. You know, a lot of our old heads, you know, think like that. You know, those just old bottles. You know, you can't put nothing new in them. They stronghold on what they believe, that everybody's going to enter in the kingdom of heaven. You know, no, not in the kingdom that's going to be here on earth. Now, all spirits go back to the heavenly realm, but for kingdomship, rulership, having slaves, you know, being free to go wherever we want to go without getting a passport, license and stuff like that, don't have to get permission from Esau to do whatever you want to do. No, the kingdom is going to be here on earth, and we're going to be his chosen people that's going to rule. A lot of our two-thirds people don't believe that. They don't believe that the Heavenly Father put division amongst the people. You know, he has his special people, and and then you have the other people of the world. 2nd Ezra 6 and 54 says here, and after these, Adam also, whom thou made Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all. So we all come through Adam, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So everybody come through Adam, but also it's a people that the Heavenly Father had chosen. That's the vision right there. You know, just like in Matthew, he said that he gonna separate the goat from the sheep. The sheep represent Israel, and the goat represent Esau and the heathen nation. We're not going to be together on this here in the kingdom. But like I said, when we all die, all spirits go back to the heavenly realm to get judged, but only to come back down whenever the Heavenly Father decide to bring that spirit back in the earth to carry out the judgment. But in the kingdom, he gonna have his special people up high and in rulership and with slaves. You know, get what I'm saying? And the rest of the heathen nation are going to come to them for knowledge and wisdom, for permission to go to do this and to do that. 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake, the Israelites' sake. If we go another chapter over and go right here, say, because for their sake, 2 Andrew 7:11, because of their sake I made the world. Get what I'm saying? So let's go back over here. 56. And for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle, and hast likening the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. When you drink a whole glass of water or wine or whatever, and you turn the glass over and a little bit come out, a little drop come out, you're not worried about that because you already drunk what you wanted. You full, you satisfied. You throw the glass in the trash. You can go bust it if you want. You know, with a little bit of juice in there. I mean, you know, you satisfied. You don't care anything about that. Well, that's how he feel about the heathen nation and Esau. So, you know, a lot of our people have that. Let me get out of here. A lot of our people have that. Bear with me 1 second. The lock is for that. A lot of our people have this type of spirit. They don't want to hear it. You know, they want to go on through life with a lie that was told to them ever since they was children. The lie that they tell you in church. So let's go to the second one here in the middle. You know, they don't want to see, like I said before, you know, they don't want to see us having slaves. You know, being in rulership, being in the kingdom. And when you tell them that, you know, they don't want to see that. Again, they have that 1985, we are the world spirit, you know, get along to play along, you know, little black boy will hold hand with little white boys, and little black girl will hold hand with little white girl, and live internally in righteousness. That's not going to happen. That's the vision some of our 2/3 people believe and want. That's not going to happen. Not the way the good Lord orchestrated it. So let's go to Jeremiah 14. Salakia, that ain't what I want. Isaiah 14. And we're going to start at 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will choose Israel and set them in their own land, Jerusalem, and the strangers which are the other Israelites that are strangers that don't know their nationality, you know, the name of the Heavenly Father and Son, that don't know anything about the Sabbath and the holy days. Those are the people that were cast out. They are called, you know, Gentiles or strangers. It says here, shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. We're going to have to teach them, educate them on what they need to know. Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them. Now here's Esau. And the people shall take them, Israelites shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, who captives Esau was to us. Says here, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Who's our oppressors today? Who's one making these crazy ass laws? You know, that causing people, you know, to go berserk out in the street. You know, increasing violence because society is falling. People know, and it's caused by the hand of Esau Edom. He's in rulership. He's in power right now. It's not so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American people. It's Esau Edom. It's Esau Edom. So let's go to like I said, I'm trying to make this here quick. I'm at my job. Amos 9:1. You know, we're going to, like I said, you know, we're going to have slaves. We're going to put them in captivity. It says here, I saw the Lord, Amos 9:1, I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the linen of the door that the post might shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that flee of them shall not flee away, and he that escape of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig, this is Esau, you know, though they, and this the elite of Esau, the men and women that have, you know, they wealthy, have all the money, you know, your bankers, your men in high positions, you know, though they dig into hell, which is in the earth, you know, a mile or two in the earth or whatever, you know, with they bunkers, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, then, you know, heaven, you know, they wanna, you know, they got these space capsules, you know, they trying to escape from judgment by going off in space. Then will I bring them down. Verse 3. And though they hide themselves in the top of Campbell, top of the mountain, I will search and take them out thence, and through they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea. You're gonna have a lot of people that have the money to do this. They're gonna have submarine homes in the sea, deep in the sea, a mile or two or more, or whatever. You know, because they're trying to escape what? Judgment. This will I command the serpent Leviathan, and he shall bite them. And though they go into captivity before their enemies, Amos 9:4, and though they go into captivity before their enemy, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them, and I will set my eyes upon them for evil and not for good. So they have no choice but to go in captivity. You have some that are going to fight back, that are not going to want to go in captivity, but you have no choice. You're going to go into captivity. Let's go to another one right quick. Jeremiah 16:16. No, we'll go ahead and leave that. I'm gonna stick on the script. We'll go to let's get back to that ain't what I want. Tell you what, here's what I'm gonna do instead of me going through all this here. Do that again. Salakia. Like I said, this is not I'm just doing it here off the rip. Salakia. So now you got the third one that don't want you to tell the truth about the true image of the Heavenly Father and the Son. You know, they want to go along to get along with the white image of Humashiach with the doggy yellow stringy hair and the blue eyes. They want you to shut your mouth on that, you know. And these people here, 2/3 of our people, you know, they don't want the truth. They want to go back to normal, you know, being pretty much a third class people, you know, being first fired, last hired. You know, they love the struggle. They love to live in the ghettos and get benefit from the government every month, welfare. You know, these 2/3 they love to be put on child support. You know, women and men living in poverty. You know, and looking looking for a handout. Want to live on in the worst way possible. You know, living off hub and stuff like that. You know, you want to be self-sufficient. You want to be the king in your house. You know, and if a woman by herself, she want to be the princess in her house. You get what I'm saying? You want to have some type of pride about yourself, righteous pride, not the evil, wicked pride that you see with a lot of our women on Instagram. You know, and you got a lot of men on Instagram too. They're very prideful, boastful. Good Lord, hate that. So, you know, going back again, a lot of people, they don't want you to speak the truth about the Heavenly Father and His Son. So, you know, for the image of Revelation 1 and 13. Oh, shoot. I need to hurry up. Shalakia, give me 1 second. Shalakia, I'm back. Like I said, I'm at work, so you have to forgive me if my video come out kind of crazy. You know, I'm trying to push this video out, and also I'm still at work, so forgive me if it look kind of crazy. So the true image of the Heavenly Father that a lot of our people, the 2/3 of our people, don't want you to speak on. They don't want the true image. So the true image of the Son, go to Revelation. Go here, Revelation 1 and 13 through 15. We'll start with 14. Try to make this as fast. His head and his hairs were like wool. The hair on his head and the hair on his face was like wool. We the only people that have woolly hair, and woolly hair just like sheep hair, as white as snow. His eyes were as a flame of fire, meaning that Yahushua, he drunk wine, and the white part of his eyes turned red. You know, I know a lot of y'all brothers and some of you sisters seen guys that drink alcohol or drink wine or whatever, the white part of their eyes turn red. It wasn't talking about literally he was walking around with fire in his eyes. No, just the white part of his eye was red. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burnt in a furnace, and his voice sound and his voice as the sound of many waters. His feet, the color of brass, as if it was put in a furnace. When you put anything in the furnace, anything, dealing with fire, it's going to turn a dark color or black or whatever, which we are not black. We're different shades of brown. Chocolate brown to, to light brown, And he said that his voice was like many waters, meaning that he spoke loud, He spoke like a man. When he spoke, he meant business. It wasn't no fairy, in any type of little fairy talk, little weak talk. He talked like a man, you know. Let's go to Revelation 2 and um, and 9, 18. Slaki. Let me see what the name of this church is before I read it.
And unto the angel of the church in Thyatira write, these things.
Thyatira, right? I can't pronounce that. You have to forgive me. Says here, Revelation 2 and 18, and unto the angel of the church in Thyatira write, these things says the Son of God, who have his eyes like unto a flame of fire. They're talking about Yahushua. Going back to Revelation 1 and 14, it describe his eyes being red as a flame of fire, and his feet are like fine brass. So he was a dark-skinned man, so-called black man, an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. They don't want you to bring that out. They want you to continue going along with a lie that they gave us this image during the time of slavery. And also this image has been brought forth to us, well, during the time of slavery, but the image been out before slavery. Before our people went in slavery in 1619. It was during the time of, that image was up during the time when the Native American Indians had went into, the Northern Kingdom went into slavery. When you look at it, because when Christopher Columbus, when he came over, he had the cross. He had the image of the cross. He had the image of Caesar Borgia. So let's go to Daniel. Make this here real quick because I'm gonna have to get ready to go to work here in a second. Daniel 10 and 5. Shalaki, I'm back. Here's another image of Yahushua. Then I lift Daniel 10 and 5 and 6 also. Then I lift up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, Salaki for that. Then I lift up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins was girded with fine gold of Uphaz. Verse 6, his body also was like the burley, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and feet light and the color of polished brass, and the voice of his word like the voice of a multitude. So this again is talking about Yahushua as well. Now we're gonna go how the Heavenly Father looked. Heavenly Father had woolly hair. Daniel 7 and 9. I beheld till the throne was cast down, and the Ancient of Days, that's talking about the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, did sit, whose garment, he had a body, he wore a garment, was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. He had woolly hair. Now, let's give you a understanding, a precept that the Heavenly Father, Yahushua looked just like the Heavenly Father. Even Yahushua said that if you have seen me, you have seen the Father. John 14 and 9. Yahushua was talking to Philip, because Philip wanted to know how the Heavenly Father looked, and Yahushua said unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that hath seen me hath seen the Father. And how sayest thou then, show us the Father? So it's just like if you got a son and your son look exactly like you from other people, it said, man, it's almost like you spit him out. Y'all look so much alike. So when Joseph and the disciple and the rest of the people that saw Yahushua, they saw him, they saw the Father as a dark-skinned man with woolly hair, with a beard. But again, going back to this here, 2/3 of our people don't want to hear, they don't want to see, they don't want you to speak the truth. You know, a lot of our 2/3 people have that Matthew 13 through 15 spirit. You can read that because I don't have enough time to go in right now. Matthew 13 through 15. So a lot of our people have that Shalaki again. Go ahead.
Stay right there where you're at. Do not move.
Got a copy. So a lot of our people have that wicked spirit on them, you know. So you have to read Matthew chapter 13 through 15. Well, I'm going to end it right there. And hopefully this was edifying. Forgive me if I was, all over the place. But I'm at the job. And my spirit was aching me to do this lesson here. And I'll see you on the next video. Shalom.